Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. So let's have a look at GDX and the Gdxj in this in here, the gold mining stocks. And I want to look at this for the purposes of a few things. Firstly, I want to talk about is, actually, you know what? Let me just talk about it instead of me saying what I want to talk about. All right. Trading the markets and also calling the markets, okay? I said that once GDX actually breaks above 32, then we're probably likely to race to that 42. And it's still on the books, right? We're likely to do that right now. So I did a video last few days saying, if we break it, I'm going to be happy. This guy, blah, 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 right? Meaning I'm going to be happy. I want to trade the markets. I want to get involved with the markets. So what happened is that we got the break up. And yesterday's video, someone said, oh, John, I thought that once it breaks 32, it's likely to run to 42. Yeah, that's what the chart is telling me. It doesn't mean I trade that. See, if I said, oh, well, it looks like it's going to do this, what am I doing? Am I saying this? Am I saying A, this is my setup and that's what I trade, so I have to trade it? Or B, is it based on thoughts? See what I'm saying there? There's two different things here. One, I do my analysis on the charts. Okay, this is what's going on right now. Cool. But when it does that, for me to actually place a trade in the markets, it must meet my trading setup, my trading plan that I believe in. There is no way in hell I'm going to be throwing my money at these markets with based on a hope or even a thought. Because guess what? Most of the time, this guy's wrong anyway. I'm not, most of them, I don't know anything. It's the system that knows, right? It's the system that is all about that. Now, I wouldn't say I don't know anything, right? It's like 15 years involved in these markets, I'm the number one chart reading guy out there. Find anyone else out there better that can actually read the chart better than me. No one. This guy. But apart from that, right, reading the charts, that's it, right? Because if I see something breaking out and all that sort of stuff, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, well, we're likely to do this here right now. It doesn't mean I'm trading it, right? Because trading is all about probability. And your probability is based on a basket of trades, not one trade. Right? If I say this one trade, oh, it's breaking out, I'm going to get into this now and it's a losing trade. Well, how do I replicate that to see the win-loss ratio? How do I replicate that to see the average profit, average loss? I can't, right? Because it was just based on, it's just based on a thought. But once I have a trading setup, i.e. a pattern with an entry signal, and then I have a few rules wrapped around it that I can replicate, that I can trade 10 times in a row, I'm like, oh, the last 10 trades I've taken, 8 have been profits, 2 have been losses. My average loss has been 30%. My average profit has been 60%. Cool. I'm good with that. Some profits were 100%. Some profits were 20%. One of the losses there I can see were a 40% loss, and I had another loss there at 10%. I can see how they're averaging out. Bam, right? That's how you get ahead in the markets. So whenever you're trading the markets, guys, don't ever try to get, that's the worst thing you can do. Don't throw your hard-earned money at something what you think is going to happen, right? It's not about being right or wrong. Throw your ego out the window. Men, you listen to me? Throw your ego out the window, right? Because the market will slap you as hard as anyone can look at you, right? The market is the number one thing that will give you such a humble pie. It's quick as you can look at it, right? Slow down, have a setup. Every time you take the setup, have good risk management. Don't throw the house on it. Because even if you do throw the house on it and it is a good trade, you're probably likely to turn that into a loss because you're emotional all over the place instead of sticking to some sort of plan of entering and exiting. And then before you know it, it's all over, okay? Successful trading is all about one thing. Finding the one perfect setup, both for the bullish and bearish, and only taking that setup. I don't care if you have to wait a week. I don't care if you have to wait a month, whatever, okay? And that's what I tell my private clients all the time. I'm just really, really, really on their back about, listen, don't take a lot of trades. You're only going to go backwards, okay? So if you're interested in becoming a private client, I'm going to be closing it down soon, then just go to GetJohns, JOHNS, help.com. There should be an application form there, GetJohnsHelp.com. There'll be an application form there. Just fill that out, and then I'll be happy to personally speak to you to see if you're a good fit for the coaching program. So, moving forward now, guys, that's what you want to do, okay? So if you guys are wondering, oh, why didn't I get into GDX? Because it didn't meet my trading rules. There is no way I'm going to throw my hard-earned money at something that I just think is going to happen, right? Because who knows? There is no probability in this one trade. Probability is over a basket of trades. 10 trades minimum, ideally 20. So, by that being said, on the interim, I do see we're starting to break up above here. The only issue I do have is we've had a very sharp move down, the very sharp move up. So that's giving me a bit of a worry that we do need a bit of time, just a backing pattern or something like that there, right? But I ultimately do see this thing starting to head up to 42. But that being said too, guys, it's just I just don't know how long that's going to happen or where it's going to happen, whether they're going to backing pattern here or whether we're likely to just continue to run up the GDX. It won't continue to run up every day to that level there. But yeah, so that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. I am noticing a lot of volume coming in through here to here. So ultimately, I do see this thing getting to 42. How that happens, I don't know. Moving on through to the GDXJ. Okay, now the GDXJ, guess what? Guess what the GDXJ is doing? The GDXJ is now hitting this ultimate resistance level. Where's my Dubalaki thing? I'm trying to get, oh, there it is there. There we go. That's her. All right. So what I'm trying to get right now, guys, is what I'm trying to see right now is you can see how we had this little up bar, nice little increase in volume, but we did hit this resistance level here. And that's the one that I was definitely worried about. So definitely rejected off my resistance level all through here. This last sort of 3 months or so. Let's go to the last 6 months. You can see how it definitely rejected off that level. I definitely want to see this GDXJ getting above this level through here. Okay, and if I go to my weekly chart, on the long-term basis, guys, over the next, say, 6 months or so, I'm getting very, very, very excited because I think GDXJ is a very good, really longer-term position here. We just need, I would just like to see another month or two of it doing nothing sideways or having a bit of a pullback first before we break out. And with that being said, I think we're in for a very, very... Either way, guys, whether we do get the pullback or not, I think the next 5 years are going to be very exciting for silver and also the gold miners. Traders, I am running a free training, and on this free training, I'm going to walk you through my #1 trading system for the last 15 years. If you're wondering, what is my trading system? How do I actually trade the markets? What sort of setups do I look for? Then this is for you. See, on this, I'm going to walk you through all the details, but I'm going to walk you through the 3 secrets. The secret #1 is I'm going to walk you through the one thing that took me from $250,000 in debt and almost went bankrupt to actually shifting to actually making money from the markets. I'm going to talk about that one thing. Secret #2, I'm going to walk you through all the steps and all the details to my trading system. I'm not going to hold anything back. You're going to learn all the details to this. So you too, when you leave, you'll be able to see exactly how I trade the markets and what sort of setups I look for so you can start to apply it today as well too. And secret #3, I'm going to show you exactly how and how I trade the markets for only 1 hour per day as well too. So I'm going to walk you through everything through. So if you're struggling with your trading right now, you need to see this. If you're looking for a really high probability trading system that gets like over 90% success rate, then this is for you as well too. And if you're looking for a way to be able to have freedom in your life, but also condense that down with a really good trading system, then secret #3, you're going to love that as well too. So I'm running that free training today. So go to johnsfreetraining.com right now and I'll see you there.